In the 1960s, teenage boys from a small rural town compete in the annual Halloween race known as the Hunt. They must stop a deadly supernatural creature called Sawtooth Jack before it reaches the church by midnight. This year, Jim Shepard kills the creature. The kids, seeing the defeated monster, rush toward it to eat its candy-filled insides. For defeating the creature, Jim wins $25,000 and a brand new Chevrolet Corvette provided by the Harvesters Guild. As the town celebrates, Jim says goodbye to his younger brother Richie and drives off toward a new life. And this is how the story begins.
Welcome to Random Recaps. In this video, I'm going to recap the movie.
1 year later, 5 days to Halloween, Officer Ricks gives a talk at the school to the young boys about the hunt and their mission to kill Sawtooth Jack on Halloween before midnight. Some of the boys don't even want to participate, but have no choice because they're forced to. Others don't believe the creature is real, while some claim to have seen it as children.
I saw it. It's real.
Sawtooth Jack.
I saw it.
The only one not required to participate is Richie, since his family already won the hunt previously, and winning families move to the west side of town where the wealthy live. Those on the east side have no choice but to make their sons participate. Richie gets into a fight with the school bully, Riley, who chases him through town. Richie hides in the movie theater, where he meets Kelly, a girl who just arrived in town. He flirts with her while Riley searches for him, and when he feels safe, he goes to a store to steal with his friends Mitch and Bud, being a rebellious teen who doesn't follow rules. There's a curfew, so Bud decides to go home.
Don't be such a pantywaist, Bud. Come on.
But it's curfew.
Meanwhile, Mitch and Richie don't care. Although Richie can't participate in the hunt, Mitch tries to convince him to join and win it together so they can live close again. Night falls, and at dinner with his parents, Richie suggests participating in the hunt, but they forbid him, saying that since Jim won, they have everything they want. But Richie, feeling undervalued, doesn't care about material things and wants to participate to prove he can be a winner like his brother.
I'm doing the run. You can't stop me.
That brother who hasn't seen him since then and only sends him postcards. Meanwhile, in the cornfields, a farmer turns a withered corpse into a scarecrow with a carved pumpkin for a head, sewing candies inside its body before it rises as Sawtooth Jack. The next day, Riley finds Richie, beats him up, and steals his belt buckle. After the beating, Richie goes home and finds a letter from his brother in the mailbox. In the letter, Jim urges him not to participate in the hunt, asks him to be good, take care of their parents, and promises to return soon. Angry with his brother, Richie steals a car and tries to leave town to find him, but Officer Rick stops him, preventing him from leaving. As is customary, the town's boys are locked in their rooms and deprived of food for 3 days until they're released on Halloween, starving and desperate to eat. The boys take to the streets with masks and makeshift weapons to hunt Sawtooth Jack. Richie was unconscious for 3 days and wakes up just as the hunt begins. His father and mother try to stop him from leaving, but Richie goes anyway and joins his friends Mitch, Bud, and Charlie. They use a truck to gain an advantage and head to the cornfield to find Sawtooth Jack. On the way, they hit Jack, and the truck breaks down. The group gets out to search for Jack and finds candies on the ground. Starving, they can't resist eating them, thinking they've defeated him. But Richie realizes the creature is still alive. The group heads toward it, but Charlie gets caught, and this happens to Mitch.
That's gangster.
Bud flees, and Richie is left alone in Jack's presence. Terrified, Richie runs non-stop until he reaches the place where Jack is revived. There, he meets Kelly, who joined the hunt. and Bud, who runs back home traumatized. Bud begs his mother to let him in, but his parents tell him to go out and win the hunt.
Be a man.
A kid in a nearby house warns him that Jack is close, and Bud flees to a basement where several boys are hiding. They don't let him in because he has to pay.
Aw, for the love of crud!
Because of this, Jack attacks him and enters the basement, causing a massacre. Richie takes Kelly to Officer Ricks's house to find a gun and beers. There, his father tries to find the officer, but no one answers. Richie and Kelly find the officer pulling a hidden boy out of his house and take the chance to steal his car. The two head to Main Street, where the starving boys grow wilder and start looting. A store owner tries to stop them but can't handle the boys. At that moment, Richie and Kelly run into Riley and his friend. The two try to harm them, but Richie and Kelly defend themselves, and Richie seizes the chance to take back his belt buckle. The boys have gone so crazy that they start attacking each other. Meanwhile, others roam around drinking and doing drugs until they encounter Jack. After that, Richie and Kelly have a conversation where Richie admits missing his brother, whom he considered his best friend. Though the town sees him as a hero, Richie just sees him as his brother, who seems not to want to be found. Ricks uses the police radio to lure Richie and Kelly to make them encounter Jack. The creature appears in front of them, but when Richie is about to shoot, he notices Jack is wearing the same belt buckle as his brother.
Wait a minute!
Kelly hits Jack, and he flees. The two return to the car where Ricks finds them, but they manage to escape, though Kelly gets injured. Richie takes Kelly to his house, where he confronts his mother, knowing the truth. Those who win the hunt don't leave town or live a good life. Instead, they're turned into the new Sawtooth Jack. Richie tries to make his mother tell the truth and admit she wrote the letters and postcards to keep him at home. Traumatized by what was done to Jim, his mother admits she did it and, before doing something drastic, says,
"Put an end to it, Richie."
Meanwhile, Richie's father meets Ricks, who tells him they must stop Jack from reaching the church at all costs, as it would turn the town into hell, according to him.
If that thing isn't dead by midnight, this whole goddamn town is going straight to hell.
Kelly wants to take advantage of the chaos and leave town with Richie, but he wants to ensure Jack reaches the church so there's no winner to sacrifice. The other boys see an explosion caused by Richie and Kelly to distract them, while Ricks recruits Riley to be the one to win the hunt. At the church, Richie meets his father. Richie tells him he knows the truth, but his father says he doesn't know everything. Neither he nor his mother knew what would happen to their son when he won the hunt. But after winning, both he and his wife were taken to the Harvesters Guild to be told the truth. The guild controls the town and ensures no one leaves, making sure Sawtooth Jack is stopped each year while the winner is transformed into the next year's creature. His father wants to let someone else kill Jack so they can move on with their lives. But Richie tells him his mother is already dead and feels disgust toward him for choosing a life of comfort over a person's life.
You all were willing to sacrifice your own sons for a fucking Cadillac?
Richie leaves the church and tries to lure Jack, but at that moment, Riley arrives to shoot him. Kelly tries to stop him, but Ricks gives the gun back to Riley to finish the hunt. Richie wants to prevent them from killing his brother, but Jim wants his own brother to do it. The boys celebrate while Richie knows exactly what will happen to him. Amid the town's celebration, he tells Kelly to escape the town wherever she wants. She gives him the gun to protect himself, and the Harvesters Guild gives him the money and car he's entitled to, which he uses to pick up Kelly and flee the town. Meanwhile, his father seeks revenge and goes to shoot Ricks, but Ricks ends up knocking him out. Richie and Kelly are about to leave town, but Ricks chases them.
No! God, please, no! No! No!
Richie speeds up but finds the road blocked. Richie gets out of the car to confront Ricks and save Kelly. The officer takes him to the Scarecrow field, where Richie shoots first before Ricks can. Richie thought he'd gotten away with it, but a farmer attacks him and buries him alive to continue the tradition. Richie's father arrives and realizes Kelly survived, so he suggests she flee the town before anyone finds her. Kelly, realizing Richie won't return, escapes. The following year, as Richie is about to rise as Jack, his father appears, attacking the farmer and urging his son to take revenge on the town.
Burn it all down!
And so, the movie ends.